Yo, yo, yo. What's poppin', people? So, on Instagram, I asked if people wanted me to explain the concept of push pull legs and why it seems to be a massive trend at the moment. And I've been involved in the fitness area a long time. People know that. Started competing 7 years ago, um, even before competing become fashionable and everybody competed. And I've been training about 12 years now, and I've been involved in the industry about 12 years. And I see trends all the time. All the times I see trends. A few years ago, everyone wanted to do FST7 training, and then people wanted to do GVT, which is German volume training. And nowadays, everyone is doing push pull legs. But not a lot of people understand why they're doing it. What are the benefits of it? How will it benefit your training? How will it benefit your physique? So they sort of just follow the bandwagon of everybody else, and it's cool maybe to do push pull legs now. But where things like FST7 is just doing more sets and GVT is just doing more sets, push pull legs actually has a scientific basis behind it. So if we look at the old school methods of like you do chest on a Monday, back on a Tuesday, shoulders on a Wednesday, maybe legs on a Thursday if you don't rest, and then arms maybe you do on Friday, and then you have a couple of days rest. You're only hitting muscle groups once a week. And the people who created the push pull legs program, they said, right, well, that doesn't make sense because a muscle group only takes 72 hours to recover. So rather than us wait all week to hit that muscle group again, why don't we hit it after 72 hours when it's fully recovered? Glycogen should be fully restored. Glycogen is just muscle energy, should be fully restored by then. So why don't we hit it again and break it down again? So what they wanted to do is they created a program which allows us to increase the frequency that we train a muscle without it having a detriment to our physique. Because obviously more frequency doesn't mean more growth. Because if that was the case, everybody would train every muscle every day and then we'd grow like that. Because the frequency then would be super, super high, i.e. every single day, rather than once a week. So the push pull legs program does something like this. Push is chest, shoulders, triceps. Pull is back and biceps. And legs is obviously legs. And the way we run the push pull legs program is that we hit a muscle group every 4 days. So when it's recovered after 72 hours, we hit it again on the fourth day. The way we do push pull legs is one day on a push day, I would prioritize chest. The next push day, I would prioritize shoulders. On a back day, I would prioritize pull downs, and the next day, I would prioritize rows. On a leg day, one day I'd prioritize quads, and the next day I'd prioritize hamstrings and glutes. So you're getting lots and lots of volume in there. So how does it work? What do we do? Okay, so if you were to look at your normal chest workout, so your old school chest workout where you're doing just chest on one day, you might pick something like 8 exercises. And out of those 8 exercises, you probably only feel around about 4 or 5. Once you've done 4 or 5 exercises, 2 or 3 sets on that, you might have done already 10 or 15 sets. You've probably got a really good pump, you feel good, and the movements after that are sort of just going through the motions. You're not getting a lot out of them. You sort of already filled that chest up with as much blood as what you can. So you're sort of just staying in the gym for the sake of staying in the gym because you think, well, I need to do more. I've only done 5 exercises, I need to do more. But the way the push-pull leg split works is that you take those 8 exercises that you might do for chest on a Monday, and you do half on a Monday, and you do half on a Thursday. So you do 4 exercises on a Monday, and then you do 4 exercises on a Thursday. So where the muscle is a lot fresher on a Thursday, you're going to get a lot more out of those last 4 exercises than what you would at the back end of your Monday workout. Okay, so I'll explain that again because it can get a bit confusing, okay? So 8 exercises, okay? The first 4 are going to be great, okay, because you've got energy, you can do everything you need to do. The last 4, think how fatigued you're going to be already after 4 exercises. So you take those 4 out and then you start training shoulders. But those 4 that you've took out on your chest, you still need to implement them somewhere. So rather than wait a whole nother week to do it again, you wait until the chest is fully recovered and then you hit it again on Thursday. So your volume over the week is the same. So you're still doing 8 sets, but rather than doing them all on a Monday and burning out after 4 and the other four exercises just being shit, you do 4 on a Monday, and you go again when you're fresh on a Thursday. So you're still doing 8 exercises. And the way that creates more growth, okay, is because you've got to think again, by the time you get to those last 4 exercises, you're going to be quite fatigued. When you're quite fatigued, the weight that you're using is going to be down. So if the weight that you're using is going to be down, your growth is going to be minimal. But again, if you take those 4 exercises and perform them fresh on a Thursday, the weight that you're using is going to be a lot more. So therefore, a lot more weight means a lot more growth. So you're doing exactly the same as what you would normally do, 8 exercises, but you're splitting it up to 4 and 4. And because you're splitting them up to 4 and 4, it gives you so much more leeway to lift heavier weights. So therefore, you're going to create more growth and more stimulus. So that's the really basics of push-pull legs, okay? You break your normal workout up into 2, and then you hit the same amount of volume that you hit, maybe a little bit more, by breaking that workout up into 2, okay? You'll always get arguments to say, but, you know, my shoulders don't get as much work, or my triceps don't get as much work. If you are getting stronger on your pressing movements, like bench press, incline barbell press, dumbbell press, your triceps are gonna be absolutely shattered by the end of that pressing movement. So your triceps may not be getting as much direct work, but your arms certainly won't get smaller because you're getting stronger at pressing. And the way the back works as well, what I like to do with back, this isn't mandatory, okay, but what I like to do with back is I like to prioritize a lot of pull downs on one day, and I like to prioritize a lot of rows on another day. So therefore, one day you're getting lots and lots of lat stimulus, and the next day you're getting lots and lots of rhomboid stimulus. So those are the 2 main muscles that make up the back, really. So I like to break them up a little bit as well. With legs, I like to do a lot of quad dominant work one day and a lot of hamstring dominant work another day. And again, I focus my workouts around big compound movements. So for chest, I make sure I'm doing my pressing. For my back, make sure I'm doing my heavy barbell rows, my heavy corner rows. I'm doing lots and lots of rows. If I'm doing pull downs, I'm doing heavy pull down movements. Okay, I make sure I'm doing rack pulls. I make sure I'm getting really strong at the movements that really matter. For legs, I make sure I'm getting really strong at my pressing. I don't barbell squat anymore, but I make sure I'm getting some kind of squat variation in, whether that be a V squat, a hack squat, and I make sure I'm getting really strong at that compound as well. For my hamstrings, I'm making sure I'm getting really strong at my stiff leg deadlifts. Other things that may be compounds for hamstrings are things like sumo squats. I'm making sure I'm getting really strong at those as well. So that's how the concept of push-pull legs work. Again, I'll do a quick overview now. Imagine you're going with your old school split, chest on a Monday, back on a Tuesday, shoulders on a Wednesday, etc., etc. On that chest day on a Monday, you might do 8 exercises. With the push-pull leg split, you break that 8 exercises down and you put it over 2 workouts. The way it benefits you is because those last 4 exercises are going to be a hell of a lot heavier on the second day than what they are going to be at the back end of the first day. Therefore, you're going to lift a hell of a lot more weight and create a hell of a lot more stimulus. The reason it works is because muscles only take 72 hours to recover. So rather than hit it once a week, you hit it when it's fully recovered after 72 hours. Other than that, there isn't really much more to tell you about push-pull legs. We do have a couple of splits for Sal. If you want them, just drop me an email. It's rob@leadingresultsfitness.co.uk, and those plans are £60. So if you want one of those, it will cover 3 rotations. So you'll get 3 different workouts. You get 3 push workouts, you get 3 pull workouts, and you get 3 leg workouts. So that will cover all your costs for that. Okay, I hope you found this video useful. Please subscribe to the channel, please like the channel, please share the channel, and the more subscribers we get, the more videos we can put out. Peace, have a great day.